Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we'll be discussing the most evil professors to have ever taught at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Of course, through the ages, there have likely been a many number of rather questionable professors at Hogwarts. To prove this point quite quickly, one only has to consider the likes of Professor Quirinus Quirrell, whose hubris resulted in Lord Voldemort possessing his body and making him do terrible things, or Professor Severus Snape, who performed his role as a double agent so well, he seemed nearly irredeemable as a good guy. And yet, in my opinion, these teachers weren't among the most evil, particularly because I don't believe that either of them were in fact evil. Misguided, sure. Mean-spirited and spiteful, absolutely. But evil, I dare say there are quite a few other professors who take the cake for that title, starting with Dolores Umbridge. During her short tenure as a professor at Hogwarts, Dolores Umbridge was an incredibly cruel educator who enjoyed torturing her students. Instated as the school's Defense Against the Dark Arts professor in 1995 by the Ministry of Magic, she later became the Hogwarts High Inquisitor, a position in which she threatened Harry with the Cruciatus Curse, the unforgivable curse which causes its victim indescribable pain. Amicus Caro. Professor Caro was a literal Death Eater who was given the position of Dark Arts Professor by Voldemort himself after he had taken possession of the school. No longer teaching students Defense Against the Dark Arts, this subject focused entirely on how to acquire skills in dark magic. As one of the school's deputy headmasters, Amicus was known for his inclination to use cruelty as a punishment and torture his students. Electrocaro. Sister of Amicus, Electrocaro was appointed as the Professor of Muggle Studies the same year that her brother began teaching dark arts. Electo was also a devoted Death Eater and used her position as the Muggle Studies professor to teach students her prejudiced beliefs that purebloods were superior and Muggles were evil. Alongside Amicus, she was one of the school's deputy headmasters and enjoyed torturing any pupil who opposed herself or her brother's teachings. Barty Crouch Jr. When Barty Crouch Jr. taught at Hogwarts, he did so under the disguise of Professor Mad-Eye Moody. For almost an entire year, he pretended to be Mad-Eye, while also performing the bidding of the Dark Lord. In his Defense Against the Dark Arts class, he performed the unforgivable curses, which was rather illegal, especially when he did so on his students. Barty Crouch Jr. was also responsible for a many number of heinous crimes, including torturing Frank and Alice Longbottom with the Cruciatus Curse to the point of insanity, and murdering his own father. Elizabeth Burke. Elizabeth Burke was headmistress and a former student of Hogwarts, who resolutely believed in pureblood supremacy. While not much is known of her actions while a professor, we do know that she was once a Slytherin student and has a few portraits of herself hung upon the walls of the castle. One such painting guards a secret passageway that only Slytherin students are aware of. The password to gain entry to the passage is "Slytherins are supreme," to which the portrait has often responded with, "Pass Slytherins, and remember, be nasty to mudbloods." Salazar Southern. And how could I not mention Salazar Southern, one of the 4 founding members of Hogwarts, and the only one to believe that the school should be closed to Muggleborn and half-blood students. In fact, Salazar was so prejudiced towards witches and wizards who were not of pure-blood status that he built the Chamber of Secrets, which housed a deadly basilisk who he one day hoped would purge the school of all students who were not of pure blood. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. What did you think? Do you agree with my picks for the most evil Hogwarts professors? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live